Hi guys, Team Spirit Bomb reporting here with another UK meta-based deck profile today. We have our boy Ridge here from Team Spirit Bomb, who came first yesterday in one of the tournaments in Wrexham with a very interesting deck profile of his that has a bad matchup, but he managed to beat his bad matchup, which was yellow, which is my deck. He finally got his justice against me, which was brilliant for him. So Ridge is going to go into the deck profile for you and explain some of the cards, the reason behind playing them and what they're doing in the deck and stuff. So you go with that, Ridge?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Right, so to start everything off, you have a leader. One leader per deck. It turns out my leader is one of the best green leaders out at the moment. He's got a free pop on him, 10k, same as every leader, but you can always put a card underneath him, pop a 3-drop or less, which is nice, get rid of them pesky Yajirobe's game 2 or even game 1 if you're against that kind of person, or Buu's or like Goku's if they're going to go into Rapid Onslaught or whatever. But no self-awakening, which is bad, but still good, free pop. Now the awakened side, this is where it gets beefy. You can put the same effect where you put a card under, but this time you draw 2 cards instead of popping a card. But if there are 2 cards or more already under him, you can activate his second ability to remove 2 of the cards and then pop any card on board, like in any battle card on the field, and there's no level restriction to this one, so he's good. Get rid of them Beeruses, Gotenks, whatever.
Which, if you're doing it in the same turn you're awakening, you can put a card under to do a pop, exactly. And then awaken, put another card under to draw 2, and then remove those 2 to pop again, so you get 2 free pops in your awakening turn.
So basically, if you're at 4 life and you don't want to awaken your cell on your opponent's turn, you leave it, put a card under, get a free pop off cell, then awaken, draw 2, put the second card under, draw 2 more, then pop a second card. So you go neutral in draws, and your opponent's gone -2, which is always lovely. Right, now from the leader. With every green Android deck comes a searcher. Dr. Gero himself, Gerald the lad. This guy, 2-drop. This is mostly your turn 2 play, but we only have one other turn 2 play, and that's in the red engine, I'll show you. But this guy can search you any Android in your deck, as long as it has Android in the bottom corner down there. So you can't go add in Cell, because it doesn't, well, as long as it has Android in the bottom corner and in the name. So you can't add Cell, because even though it says Android in the bottom corner, it doesn't have Android in the name.
Keep them straight out over here.
And then one of the targets for him, we have the 17, the twin brother. I only play 2 of these and 1 of these. These are basically your cell fodder for when you do the cell train or whatever. You don't normally do the summon effect, but it's still got a good effect, where if you swing, if you have a tapped out 18, discard 1 card and restander to get another attack, which is always nice. But I play this 17 as well in the main, because it helps me out with the mirror match a lot. Not only is he a double striker, when you swing with him, double strike, which is lovely, and 20k. When you swing, you draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. So if they cell train you, and you've got, say, 3 cards left, and you use all these cards to defend, you can play this guy off the top deck, draw, and you're back up to 4, which is always nice. The next target is the twin sister 18. She is exactly the same as the twin brother, but instead of restanding an 18, she restands another 17, which is always nice. And I don't play the big 18 because I think she's not worth it in the main deck. Now, because I'm playing Cell, you have to play the bug himself, Cell. Now this guy, probably one of the best Union Absorb cards out at the moment. You play him for 3 energy, or if you got Cell's Birth, but I don't play it. You go Cell, then you go Union Absorb, 17, put him under, then you can go into the next Cell, which would be this guy. So once you've Union Absorb for 17 underneath, when he's summoned by Union Absorb, he pops a card on the field, then draws a card, which is amazing. And then also, he's a double striker, 20k, which is a nice body to have, nice skill to have double strike. And then you can also Union Absorb again with an 18 this time, so just like in the anime, 17 and 18, put it underneath. And then you can bring out the big cell from your deck. And then this guy, as long as you have an Android leader, when he's summoned, it can be hard cast for 7, you can evolve over the top, or you can Union Absorb, which is the best because you don't have to pay energy cost, you just put a card under, which is nice. He drops your opponent down to 3 cards in hand, which is...
Hand control is incredible in a UK-based meta.
It's absolutely phenomenal. So your opponent's awakened, they've got 6 cards in hand, or even 7, maybe more. You play this card, they're down to 3, and they've already awakened, so they can't get the +2 off the draw. So it's just helps with all the matchups, even the mirror match, which is amazing.
Game 1 in the past, I've always had the Bloodlust off either my opening hand or my mulligan hand, and I didn't even see any until like turn 4 of the game, which is turn 3 of Ridge. So he managed to cell chain me in the finals. I couldn't bring it back.
Drop your hand. So, yeah. And then the last green card we play is the super combo, which is obvious. Green super combo, but it also happens to be really nice that he's a Trunks as well, and I'll show you why in a second.
Because of the red engine.
Yeah. Now we play the red engine as well. We play the Cabba for Awakening. I don't play Trunks, not Trunks, I don't play TN, because I believe TN's a very slow bad card, especially if you get Jacko, so they go, because TN would normally be like, wave your bodyguard cards, like Raging Son Gohan, and the double shot Vegeta, where you pay 1 energy, play the rest. Trunks, TN, you have to pay 2 energy, and then when he has 10k, which isn't as good. But this is a better way of like self-awakening and dealing double strike at the same time. The next red card we play is the Mighty Mask. This is the reason why this card is so good. Instead of playing the Stout-Hearted Android 16, but this is just amazing because you can add it and the next card as well. And it's always good because you can always swing with him first, then go +1 off him because you get to add 2 cards. This is the second card you add, the Leap into the Future Son Goten. This card we only really play for energy or game 2 if we side in one of our engines, which is always nice. So it's just fodder for game 1. And then the next part of the engine, which is really spicy, the ability Unleash Gohans. This is just a generic good red card. Swing with it, you can choose to draw a card or do double strikes if they play. If you swing with it, they do Weese's Coercion or Negate, you can choose to draw a card instead, so you still go plus off it, which is always nice. And the double strike, 15 body, 3 drops, so he's good.
It's also one of the main targets for his, the main part of the engine, which we'll see in a minute.
The main spice. And then these are the other Gohans we play. And you'll find out why I'm playing so many Gohans like later on. But this is also good in the cell matchup because they drop you down to 3. Play it for 2 energy, which is amazing. It swings on a card. Say if they play a blocker like Yajirobe, sure he gets revenge, but he still deals 2 life, which is always nice. And it's just a phenomenal card, to be fair. And now the spice. We play 3 of the Buus, the 5-drop Buus. This has won me so many games to like game 1 because you go turn 3, drop your cell. They have 3 cards in hand. And then from there they're playing like a 4 or 5 card hand. But then turn 5, you drop this guy on them. Sure, you're tapped out, but it doesn't matter because you would have added these off your Mighty Masks or whatever. But then you summon.
And you've drew so many cards off cell, you're like...
It's stupid because the leader just refills your hand so much. And even if you like brick one of these cards, because there is a lot of 10Ks, Cell can put it under, draw 2, and recycle through your deck. But say you go turn 5, summon this, you can put either this Gohan underneath, and then get, because Union Absorb for this guy. Now this guy, you can also do with this Gohan as well. It's better to go with this Gohan if you're going for game, this Gohan if you're like trying to just push for a bit more advantage because you can draw a card. Because this guy has dual attack, and he can even evolve on top of a Gohan as well, so you don't have to use the Buu, but it's quicker and easier. So dual attack, so you can swing, stand, swing in. But you can also copy any Gohan adolescents underneath him. So with these 2 abilities, you can put one under and copy any of their abilities. So you can get double strike, dual attack, and take 2 life if you kill a battle card. We can have dual attack, double strike, or dual attack, draw a card after every card. Yeah.
And if you go for the double strike the first time, even on the second time, if you choose the ability Unleash Gohan underneath, it'll still have the double strike, so you'll double strike for the second attack and draw a card.
Because this gives you double strike till the end of the turn. So on your second attack, you don't need to declare double strike again, you can just draw a card instead, so you go plus, which is always nice. And that's the main deck done. I don't play any extra cards.
So that's Cell Buu.
And then the side deck I play.
Most aggressive deck I've ever seen.
Obviously with red, if you want to get rid of threats, Jiren's your guy. I only play 2, because game 2 I normally side out the Buu engine, like the 3 Buus, or the 3 of each Buu, because everyone's either surprised by it and then side other stuff in, or they try and side for the Buu, so you always side the Buus out, play something cheaper, like that, or this. This is good in the mirror match, because they can't pop it with their cell, or with anything. It's good against a lot of decks, because you can't pop it with Kale, can't pop it with Beerus. And when it's summoned, it gains 5k till the end of your opponent's next turn.
The only 2 ways to get around it in the current UK meta is Mask Saying, which sends it to the wall, and the blue returning Golden Freezer.
Golden Freezer, which puts it at the bottom. Yeah. Other than that, it's a 25 body, double double strike, which is still really good, and then it can't be popped for the rest as long as it's out, so it's really hard to get over. And then I also play another one of these. Say if I want to take one of these out, replace it with this one because I'm not feeling it's not working, or if I want to take another one of these out and put it in for one of these because I feel I need the extra draw support, which is always nice. The next cards, the Surprise Attack Vegeta's. This card is amazing. Say if your cell's been crushable on turn 3 and you've got one of these in hand, you know your cell's going to be safe because they can't summon a Kale on their turn 3 because it's too expensive. They can't summon a Beerus to pop because it's too expensive. The only way they can pop is with another cell, I believe. There's no cheaper ways to get rid of the board, I don't believe. But this protects your cell, turn 3.
Mass Saiyan at the most.
Mass Saiyan if they've got it in hand, but then you've been scummed because they've got Mass Saiyan.
Yeah.
Turn 3, this gives you protection till turn 4 so you can Uni Absorb, which is always nice. And it's good to kill a card for free as well. And then the other card, we're playing Dr. Gero, so we can search him. 3/16s. This card is so funny against the cooler matchup, because they summon like 94 million coolers, you summon one of these for 3, and you go, pass. And then you're like, blocker, dead, restand, blocker, dead. As long as you keep pumping him up, obviously, which is always nice.
Which is easy to pump in once you're awakened as well, because the amount of cards that you've drawn. So they're forced to try and over combo, and like they have to waste so many cards, and it doesn't matter because how many cards you waste, because you can get them back with putting a card under. You go +1 every turn. In Yu-Gi-Oh terms, it's part of greed effectively. Or in Pokemon terms, it's a Zoroark trade.
Every turn. And this is amazing because it's when it KOs a battle card, so it doesn't have to be by the revenge. It could just swing into a weaker card like a tapped Buu, or even into like a Goldo blocker, kill that blocker and restand again and attack again on the leader. But you'd always want to leave it inactive so you can protect yourself through the whole turn. And then the last few cards, because we're playing the Mighty Mask engine, I thought I'd play these 2 trunks.
This part of the side deck is the part of the side deck that scummed me so hard.
Because like I said before, we're playing the Go-Tens, which are at the moment are the fodder. But when you're playing the Go-Tens, these Go-Tens with these trunks, say you go Mighty Mask and you can add either this Go-Ten and a super combo, or the Go-Ten and this. And if you summon this turn 3, you reveal the Go-Ten when you swing, you get a proper 3-drop all over, which is always nice, and then activate main, return this back to your hand. So you haven't gone negative and you've gone 3+, and you've dealt a damage at least. And then that's the next bit of spice with these, because my last 2 cards in my side deck are the Psyched Up Go-Tanks.
Caught me so off guard.
Literally, when you have a cell on board that has been bloodlusted last turn, so it's just standing by itself, and you're scared to Uni Absorb just in case they bloodlust you again, you summon this instead. This baits the bloodlust, baits the Crusher Ball, but if they do Crusher Ball, you still get a pop and 2 draws, which is always nice, and then you still get the Uni Absorb at the end.
Disgusting.
And then that's my cell build.
So that's our Ridge from Team Spirit Bomb. I hope you all check out the build, guys. It's such a fun deck to go against. It's such a fun deck to play. It's such an aggressive deck as well. It's one of very few aggressive decks in the UK meta at the moment. So from all of us at Team Spirit Bomb, guys, hope you all have a good day.